You see, this is when we just want to make the Bible fit our narrative. And my man here, and I'm going to go do a couple of videos that's going to have a similar kind of little twang to it. And that is this. My man's first, and first let me tell you the twang. The twang is this. It's kind of like in the story of the Exodus when they left Egypt to go to more Egypt. When people claim that, they got it wrong, they've been indoctrinated into Christianity or any other religion, and then but they want to say, but they got it wrong. They're utilizing it for an evil purpose. So I'm going to repurpose it and reteach it to make it fit my narrative. So it's like, I ain't like them Catholics. They ain't real Christians. I'm going to show you what a real Christian is. I'm going to talk about a different one on part 2 of this. But in this one, my man says, he's referring to Deuteronomy 28:68, which wasn't even in the original Septuagint or the Vulgate. This was made up by King James to justify the transatlantic and trans-Saharan slave trade. So that Christians will feel better. The white Christians will feel better about what they was doing. So now what y'all want to do is misshaping it to make it fit what you want it to fit. So my guy says, sold but not bought refers to indentured servitude, as in selling yourself as an indentured servant for certain period of time. They were not bought, they were in captivity. Look, what that verse says actually is that they would be captive, sailed away on ships back to Egypt, and Egypt is not America. Egypt does not mean bondage here because it's a noun of Mizraim. It's the noun, which means a place or a person. So it's not, and it's a place that they've been to. Egypt. They know Egypt. Go back to. You can't go back to America when America wasn't Egypt. You have to go back to Egypt. But it says that they will offer themselves as male and female slaves. They use the Hebrew word that means slave. Just because the Greeks and everybody later want to translate it to servant, no, it meant slaves. And if you're a slave from a different tribe, you can be a slave and pass down for generations. But it says that, but no one will desire to buy them. That they will be in such a jacked up state that nobody's even coming in offering themselves as slave. Please let me be your slave. They're not going to accept it. It does not mean indentured servitude. That's just so that you can feel good about your Bible, about your God that endorses slavery. It's just that simple. Just accept that your God endorses slavery. And in that way, you can accept the transatlantic, trans-Saharan slave trade and all other slave trade, the sexual slaves, and everything else that's in the Bible. All right, but y'all trying to misshape it, reshape it till you fit. Part 2 coming.